What's up, Internet? Wilfredo here with MMOBomb.com to bring you your next installment in the Should You Come Back, Is It Worth Playing series. And I once again want to thank you guys for all the comments, for the likes, the feedback. It really makes it so much more for me to do better work for you. So, let's talk about this next game. Well, first off, it's a mature game, so viewer discretion is advised. That being said, watch your head, protect your neck, and let's take a trip out to Los Santos. Enjoy. This month's game is Grand Theft Auto Online, a sandbox MMO released by Rockstar Games, brace yourself, in October of 2013 for PS3 and 360, November of 2014 for PS4 and Xbone, April of 2015 for PC, and March of 2022 for PS5 and Xbox Series X. This open world... Hold up. Let's change the game a bit. GTA Online is a mature rated game and viewer discretion is advised. That being said, this is a game that has a lot of moving parts and was made to create a sandbox of chaos. So let's get chaotic. We're gonna create Boulder Dude. That was unnecessary. Unlike Craig, who...
Y'all ain't never got two things that match.
GTA Online does. The new player experience and gameplay are intertwined in an organic way. When you create your character, it's done through police processing, as it seems like your life of crime has already been established. You create your character by choosing your mom and pop. John Marston and Nico Bellic from Red Dead Redemption and GTA 4 respectively are potential dads, which is an Easter egg from Rockstar. There are some sliders and choices to go through to create your character, but nothing too extensive, as you'll want to spend more time playing the game than creating a character, which you'll outfit with all the stuff you like later. I created Boulder Dude, Voldemort's rebellious son with a penchant for mayhem and mojitos on the beach. The creation isn't the greatest, but there are enough choices to make a ghoulish-looking creature or a dashing model. When you finish creating your character, your mugshot is taken and GTA gives you a brief montage of the lived-in sprawl of San Andreas, with cars racing along the oceanside and the denizens playing tennis and living life, as we see Boulder Dude landing in Los Santos International Airport. You meet with the first of many characters, Lamar. Lamar is an enthusiastic type with lofty dreams of being a big dog in Los Santos. Spoiler alert, he's a busta. He's a loyal busta, but he's a busta nonetheless. Lamar takes you to complete your first of many tasks, to get a car and to try and beat Lamar in a street race. You choose a car and face off against Lamar head-to-head to teach you how the driving mechanics work in-game. The driving is good, but not great at first, as you haven't developed the skills of a professional driver. You learn by doing, and the more you do, the better you become. This is a great way to do tutorials, as it puts you in a world as someone that hasn't gotten a chance to know your surroundings or to see that if you actually have proven yourself to be a big dog. You haven't, but you're working towards that goal. Once you finish the race, Lamar drops the next bit of business on you. You need to go and collect a package and drop it off to Lamar's boy, Gerald. This allows the player to drive a bit more, and then it tosses you straight into combat. The shooting mechanics are as tight as you would expect in a game all about its gunplay. There is an active aim assist on from the start, but you can always turn that off. This feels fantastic as it keeps the flow of gameplay natural in regards to your next step of progression. This feels like you are now being tested to see if you can hold your own in Los Santos. The firefight is short-lived as you can see your target fleeing the area. You are then given chase in a merry romp through the city to collect the package. You eliminate your target, bang bang, and then grab what's needed to head to Gerald's place. After a brief and comical exchange, Lamar sends you to get some new threads because he thinks you look bougie. Again, this is awesome pacing as it sets up a story of you discovering your potential and who you are in Los Santos. The clothing options are bountiful as there have been so many content drops in GTA Online. The only thing stopping you from getting into the outfit you want is money. I mean, you haven't earned much, so you won't have many options to choose from yet. There are still plenty of free options to suit almost any style. Personally, the metal goth emo aesthetic is a bit missing, but the wacky military stuff is pretty top notch. You get your threads, and then you get another notification letting you know about getting some quick cash at the local ATM. You head there and now you can commit your first store robbery. I know it sounds so legal. It's not. Yes, it sounds delightful, but it's something worth learning as you can rob any convenience store in the game. There's also a nice feature where you can actually yell at the store clerk to speed them up with a live mic. Or you could just shoot at them, or you could just flat out shoot them and then collect the money yourself. You now learn of the wanted system as crimes generate heat for the police. They will keep after you until you can elude them long enough to call off the search. I'm a sneaky crook, and I hide in a subway. Logically, police won't send anybody into a subway tunnel, as the threat of real danger is there without shutting down the entire subway system, so this does make a modicum of sense as it's feasible. You get a notification telling you that Simeon, the owner of the local car dealership, wants you to get a car and take it to the nearest LS Customs. This is again an organic way for you to acquire your first car GTA style. You steal a car from some random passerby, but depending on the value of the car that they're driving, it may be fitted with a tracker and you won't be able to claim it for yourself. You see, the disenfranchised can't afford trackers, so low-end vehicles are the ones up for grabs. After you earn another notch in your criminal belt and head to LS Customs, Simeon lets you get the basics for your new ride, like insurance, a tracker, and a new paint job. Now that you have a whip to call your own, you get another objective that sends you to the last thing you really need to do before setting out on your own, and that's starting some quick PvP. This mission is a simple team deathmatch. You don't have to complete it, but it allows you to see how missions are started throughout the game. Almost every aspect of this tutorial is stellar, as it takes you through so much without making it feel like you've done too much too soon. It was, and in many cases still is, my favorite way to see a tutorial done. It all ties together in a narrative instead of just Objective 1, Objective 2. It feels like there are stakes for failing, and you need to prove that you are here to make a name for yourself in this cesspool of a city. This tutorial is top tier and gives you all the basics you'll need to get started. It does leave out something fairly crucial, but it pops up a little later on, and that's your cell phone. Your cell phone is your tool for taking care of in-world interactions. You can call anyone in the session and start a one-on-one talking session. You can send text messages, get emails, and take selfies on the pier, and you can buy things on the internet. You know, like a real phone. Overall, if more games made an effort to make their tutorials this immersive, I'm certain I would have a lot more fun from the start rather than seeking it through grinding to endgame. GTA Online plays like the single-player GTA 5 with a bit more going on. The movement feels natural for the most part, as you aren't some superhero with crazy agility or extreme durability. You're just a person. You are mortal. You have limits and thresholds you can't surpass. You have ammo limits. You can't reload in a second, and even with the Juggernaut suit, there's only so much damage you can take. Navigating the map is fairly simple, as while it looks like a stringy mess of black lines, adding or removing a marker is pretty quick and easy. There are plenty of icons to identify a location, and the legend on the right side of the map allows you to scroll and highlight the location you're looking for, and then add a marker to help you get there. You can also track players on the map as well if you're looking to make an ally, or an enemy. Your primary objective is to earn money to buy more stuff for your budding criminal empire, and you'll want players to ask,
"Where does he get those wonderful toys?"
Money is everything, and to earn money, you need to work. Starting out now versus launch is significantly easier, as there are now high-paying heist missions you can do. Most will require 2 to 4 players to complete, and someone needs to finance the heist to get it started. This is expensive in-game, so find someone that's looking for some goons to help complete the heist and earn your cut of the take. Vets will be picky of low-ranking players, so you'd best prove that you're worth the time. But beware, many people in this game are not to be trusted. You'll likely only get 15% of the take, as most players want the most money for themselves. There are also bonuses for completing all of the prep missions and the heist as a continued crew, meaning if all the same people complete everything for the heist, there's a bigger payout. There's also a bonus for no deaths during the heist and completing the heist on the first try. This is the dream, as I have never done it. Now remember how I said beware of other players? I'm not kidding. If you have cash on you and you don't deposit it into your bank account, any other player can take you out and steal your cash. The game reminds you that if you're holding more than 5k in cash, to deposit your money so as not to lose it. Also, you need to remember, this is GTA. Players will incite hellstorms of drive-bys, carpet bombings, and when you have enough money, orbital strikes just out of pettiness. They will shoot you and grief you until you join another session or just rage quit. This community can be toxic beyond belief. Also beware of hackers and modders. My account was hacked twice in the past, and I have been double diligent about my account ever since. Modders will likely tempt you with cash drops, where they mod the system to drop bags of money for you. This is piracy. Rockstar offers players a way to buy in-game cash for real-world cash, but these players don't want to spend any money or earn it, as it does take time, so they exploit the system and give away free money. Do not give in. This can lead to a permanent ban hammer, and then you'll have to work your way back up to what you once had. Another annoyance is when a player or host leaves a mission midway because things didn't go their way. Make a mistake during the heist, but the host didn't tell you that they wanted a oneer for the heist? The host leaves the heist. Player tired of dying because they're in a bad position to avoid gunfire. Player leaves the mission. You then have to restart and try to find other players to get this done, and when people have already completed these missions, they're likely not willing to play them again. There are so many other features like buying homes, shops, arcades, and starting businesses across San Andreas, and plenty of vehicles from everyday to pop culture parodies like the Batmobile, and the DeLorean that actually flies and is my primary mode of travel. There's also the little things like taking a shower, watching TV, peeping on people through your telescope, going to the shooting range, getting drunk, and so much more. There's plenty to do in GTA Online that it's just way too much to talk about. So, go buy a yacht or a submarine and, invade an island. Something you can actually do. The beautiful thing about the cash shop is that the only thing in the cash shop is money. It can make GTA Online feel pay to win, but everything in-game can be earned, so it's more pay for convenience. Shark cards start from $3 to $100, and all they offer is in-game cash. You can also get the Criminal Enterprise packs, which gives you starter packs for buildings and getting into the businesses of San Andreas. Again, nothing pay to win, it's all just convenience. It's a bit pricey for digital content, but it's totally doable to earn it yourself with the right people by your side. Is GTA Online worth playing in 2022? For a game that's only 9 years old, absolutely. Yes, the grind is there and can be repetitive. Yes, it is kind of pricey, but you can earn big money working with the right crew and getting your fair share of the take. And yes, some of the player base are absolute trolls continuing their megalomania by being total tools while you're just moving from one place to the next, but GTA is an exemplary example of a sandbox MMO done right with plenty to do with your friends and by yourself. What do you think? You think GTA Online is worth playing in 2022? Let us know in the comments, and remember to head to mmobomb.com for all the news, updates, and podcasts in the realm of the multiplayer MMO. Stay safe, stay sick, and I'll see you all on the other side. Yay!